think I will make a break for ranked here. I want to show this, since you asked. Where's the training mode? I'll show this. It's a question that you're not the first one who asked me this question, so I want to answer this question as much as as in detail as I can, but also as good as I can. So I will set up a situation. So let's say, for example, I'm on the defense, right? If I get my ultimate tackle, let's just do this, ultimate tackle. The hitbox for 2M is a combo hitbox. The problem is, it doesn't sometimes connect because you need to have a specific window. It is very rare that this actively becomes a combo. And even so, it is ridiculously hard to pull off. This is the entire combo that you can do. You get your Soul Forge up, but that's bad. However, if you are in the corner, what you can do with ultimate tackle is basically just say, hey, get out of the corner. That is a bit more beneficial because now you have the pressure situation on your hand, right? So you have the RPS and stuff. However, in the midfield, for example, when we have like if we have like a midfield combo, then this actively becomes a better combo conversion in general. I mean, let's go here into the mid part. So we have the combo conversions here, and those are more beneficial than in general. But again, 2M doesn't want to play the nice hitbox as it is supposed to be. So we have here, for example, then a better ulti, right? Kind of that stuff, and get your opponent into the corner. It is beneficial. But again, 2M is not a easy hitbox to connect. You see that? The thing about 2M here in such a combo is you need to early spam it, basically hope that you get the earliest hitbox, because this is a very hard to connect hitbox in general. Again, I hate this move so much. I just hope that this move gets a better hitbox, like a better confirmation on it. Let Grimnir combo of people like this. No. I mean, you can do this combo in specific, that one works too. Or if you end it with an ultimate fireball, basically like this. Bam, bam. I hate this combo so much. I hate this fucking combo. And you also need to connect the steppers, because if you don't, then the character basically falls out of the combo. So there's a benefit from getting out of the corner. It's just like, get out of the corner for free. That's it. Also, what's really cool about this, about the tackles, is the higher you connect this. Let me show this at the moment. Let's not do a high jump. Let's just do a normal jump. If you connect this higher, you have an easier time to connect any hitbox. And then there's the Oki better. Bam, there you have it. Easy Oki, right? And for example, when you basically played with your opponent good enough in a defensive option and in your defense, and they are supposed or forced to jump, then you can basically get your shoulder bash out for the corner for free. But it's more beneficial to have it hit as high as much as possible. For fuck's sake. I'm not getting ready. Yeah, I'm trying to set up a situation and I'm not even good in setting up the situation. Far L or FM, far M into 5U. That's actually possible. But you don't get the second hit and you want to have the second hit. This is like the second hit of ultimate tackle, right? Is what you want to have a launch hitbox. And with the launch hitbox you can basically do more. So you can do this better as an option and that stuff. It works better. After shoulder. Oh, after shoulder. Yeah, that works 100%. Like here, for example, you can do far M and disconnect, but you have no other option after that. It's like you do ultimate tackle and then only far M or far N. Depending on this on the position, you can do far L, for example. That one is pretty safe and gets you a little bit of armor space in between, and you get your armor better. To both have a hit and an arm. I mean, to be clear, you get after 5 frames of ultimate tackle, you get your armor general, like your super armor in general, until the move ends, right? Kind of that stuff. It depends on what you want to try to tell me, what I'm supposed to set up here. But yeah, you can use far M. And you can use far L, I guess. Far L does actually also work. Oh yeah, it's possible, for sure. Like here, for example, if you do this, you get your far M and get your stack back again. And you're still minus. It's completely even, as you see. Right? I'm not sure if it's even with far M. It's actually positive 11. Positive 11 is good. Everything that you can do with ultimate tackle, as soon as you, like, generally, rule of thumb for Vaseraga, you often just stand there not using the downtime for 5U. I guess it plays the redeem here. No. That's an old redeem. Very old redeem that I just had armor up. Now, like... Let me explain it like this. If I get here out of the corner, that's all I can do. Right? As you can see, if I do the step forward here, I'm ending up in minus. So that is not a safe work option. Here I'm plus 11, but I need 40 frames to kill. To basically need to have like this option to set up my armor back again. So yes, tackle and combos and stuff is nice, fine and dandy, but they're really sometimes not working with you. And therefore, in my honest opinion, it's not beneficial because you need to have specific frames, and as you can see, the hitbox is not always connecting for 2M. Exactly. But in general, if you put up a corner combo like this, right? For example, this one. I'm sorry. Mate. If you put up a corner combo like this one, here for example, right? It's just to show you. That's the moment when you can put up your armor. -2 is not too devastating, but if you want to basically do something else, you have options for this. Some of these corner combos actively also work with Vaseraga in the corner for the sake of using him. Right, to get your armor back up. Let me just figure one out that is mostly safe. Mostly safe. You shouldn't use myth here in that case. Here, for example, that is a corner combo you can do specifically with Vaseraga and you'll be safe. I also love the use of M Gernolf to put up an armor for 2-2-H. Into 2-2-H. Oh yeah, you mean that one, right? Basically, wait. Kind of that one, right? Yeah, in general, yeah. Any combo where you can end it with an with your armor back up. Oh, you mean this? Okay. Ah, shit. Shit. Ah, I know what you mean, yeah. Like this one. Yeah, I get it now. Yeah. In general, oh, that is something I need to tell you. Gernolf as an anti-aircraft ender, for example, right, is only safe as to get up your armor back again if they don't tech it. If they don't tech it, let me actually set this up with pet. Row break? No. Sorry. Block switching? No. Where was it again? Recovery here. Yes, they can tech it. Let me show this for a moment. So, wait, you're not supposed to take that shit. You right, for example here. You see, then you have, for example, time to set up your armor. This is a scenario where you have time to set up your armor. I only knew about the fairy. Yeah. This is the point. If you tech it, like for example, if your opponent actually does attack the throne in that kind of sense. Yeah, that's the point. If you don't tech it, like she does here, for example, then you can put up your armor because you're just 35 frames is plus, right? And these 35 frames, when you put up your armor, you need 40 frames. Therefore, you end up minus on block. And that is punishable. So, enjoy this kind of stuff if you see them not really teching. Like, you can basically use any of these graphs because all of them give you 35 frames plus. Just for you to understand. So I'll be -6 here because I've ended up 1 frame later when I press the button, plus the 5 frames that I get from Gernolf the throw in itself. The same for the heavy throw. It's the same thing here. Sorry, the same thing here, for example, right? It's kind of that thing. 2 frames different, -7. The same also sadly goes for ultimate, and therefore you'll never, like, this one is neat if you press it and mash it after that. But also ultimate is the one combo it's the one throw with Gernolf in general where you have no other comply or option except either you try to set up pressure, or what you can do with that is just set up your armor. Those are the 2 options that you have. In general, you can also safe jump. And you would end up in plus when your opponent blocks, because most of the time opponent of course blocks, right? And let me show this, not random. Also not. I don't want to have this. Just block with it. Block all of them, yeah. That was a complete miss. Nicely done, Heavy. So, yeah. If you do it too early and jump too early, like I've done right here, you're missing the hit. I don't know why this is just the point. It just happens. But if they happen to tag the throw and they do not possess a Dragon Punch, for example, or they don't know about this meaty, you can basically do this and set this as a meaty up. I think the highest one that you can get here is +9. Or +6 at the moment, yeah. No, that's not the meaty with heavy. That's also not the meaty. That's the +5 meaty with heavy charge. If they block it, then you'll be +5. Why do I give a Vaseraga crash course? Oh. Yeah. For everyone who's an aspiring Vaseraga, those are kind of essentials. They're sometimes really helpful to know, but they're not mandatory. Because you're the Vas main, that's why. True, true. It's just some really cool knowledge that I have gathered over the past few months. And it's really fun to talk about my character. I got into this trap myself so many times on my streams too. Oh, yeah. These are bad. These are really bad traps. Like, I think the worst one that you can get is like the -9, right? The -9 block on Pekka. That's one of the worst ones you can get. Because 9 frames is incredibly devastating when you see that. For the first time and you're mashing and then you're basically outmatched by a Vaseraga with mid. Like mid auto and stuff. It feels bad. I've never have managed to do that because, you know, I was talking about the trap of yapping about my main in play mode. Yes, that's what you meant. It happens. Also, isn't that kind of fun because you have experience that someone else doesn't have and you want to talk about it in general? It's not really a trap when you think about it, because in the end, it doesn't matter what I say. They can find this shit out, like, in just a few seconds after Googling it. Or going on to YouTube. There's a lot of guides for every character. Right? Ah, +8, that's nice. Isn't it? I like this. I like to talk about Vas. It doesn't give me... I don't have many options to talk about the character.